In this video, we will share our perspective on a problem solution essay, argumentative essay, discussion essay, and a literature review. We will also share our experience on how we learn and use IDLE as a foundation to understand and tackle this topic.
What is IDLE? IDLE stands for Informal Digital Learning English. It means learning English in a casual way using digital tools like YouTube, podcasts, websites, apps, or social media. Unlike a classroom, IDLE is more flexible and fun because we can learn anywhere and anytime and in our own way. IDLE helps us to improve our English while doing things we enjoy, like watching videos or even reading online. It is a great way to practice our English and a great way to improve our English. In my opinion, using IDLE as the learning tools could really help me in understanding the material that being discussed in every session in this writing course. Learning through IDLEs allows me to choose the tools that suits my learning style, because like YouTube or websites. And of course, this is also could really help me to have a better understanding of the material in each topic. Because if I learn with the tools that isn't suits my learning style, I think that it could affect my learning progress and makes me have difficulties in follow the learning progress. That's why I think that using IDLE is very useful to enhance my learning skills and enhance my understanding in especially this writing course.
Hello everyone, my name is Atika Anjani and I'm gonna tell you about what I felt using IDLE. So during my time with IDLE, I felt that I become more independent in my learning because the IDLE system makes me look for various information from the things that I will learn from existing digital sources such as YouTube, website, podcast, and so on. And I use YouTube and website for references. And because of the sophistication of the technology at this time, makes me get info independently and increases my desire to find information and learn the things that I want to learn. And I'm gonna tell you about a problem and solution after I learned it from using IDLE. So problem and solution essay is a text that discussing a problem and then ending it by discussing the solution of the problem. The purpose of a problem and solution essay is to inform the reader about a significant problem and persuade them of the validity and effectiveness of the proposed solution. So, a problem and solution essay have a clear structure. It starts with an introduction that is going to talk about the problem. The next is a body paragraph. It's going to tell a solution of the problem. And the last is conclusion. It's going to summarize the problem, reiterates the proposed solution, and emphasize their potential impact. So, how to write a problem and solution essay? The first is we need to choose a relevant and significant problem. And then we need to research its causes, consequences, and potential solution. After that, we need to organize our essay with an introduction that is going to talk about the problem. The body paragraph is going to tell about the solution, and the last is conclusion that summarizes the problem and emphasize the importance of the solution. And of course, in the solution, we need to support that with evidence, reasoning, and examples. And that's it what I learned about problem and solution essay using IDLE. Thank you so much.
I am Nailah Inaya Harahap, and I will talk about an argumentative essay. An argumentative essay is a form of writing that involves establishing a claim and then supporting it with logical reasonings, evidence, and research. The aim of an argumentative essay is to present well-reasoned, to persuade the audience to consider a particular point of view or stance on a topic. I choose YouTube and website as my online learning platform, often called IDLE, informative digital learning environments. IDLE significantly enhanced my understanding of writing through diverse multimedia researches, listening to podcasts on YouTube, and reading articles or news on various websites provided a wider range of ideas, inspiring me to design limitless concept and experience. Exposure to different writing styles, expert insight, enrich my vocabulary and understanding. Moreover, the combinations of auditory and textual learning made the process more engaging and effective.
Hi everyone, my name is Nursetia Manalu and I'm here to explain to you what is the discussion essay and also the structure of the discussion essay based on what we have learned in the advanced writing from Mem Anna. The meaning of discussion essay is a type of academic writing that explore an issue from multiple perspectives, both representing advantages and disadvantages and also contrasting some viewpoints. The key component of discussion essay includes introduction, body paragraph, and the last one is conclusion. In the introduction, we have to introduce the topic that we want to write. It is provide the background of the story and also present a clear thesis statement that indicating the perspective to be discussed. And in the body paragraph, we have to discuss first the viewpoints with the supporting argument and also the evidence. And the last one is the conclusion. In the conclusion, we have to summarize the main point that we have discussed that states a writer position and also based on the analysis. When talking about IDLE, I choose YouTube and podcast as my preference to make an essay. This platform really helped me because I just have to watch a video or listen to podcasts when I want to make an essay. Especially when I want to make a discussion essay, I just have to watch it, to watch a video of debating video or etc. that are talking about a discussion essay or describing a discussion essay, and it gives me a preference and just have to watch more video that gives me a new valuable insight.
So, in the IDLE, the integrate deployment every month for Python is agreed to for beginners and thus who prefer a simple. When talking about IDLE, I goes to podcast to make a literature review. And in the literature review, IDLE is not directly related to the concept of literature review. IDLE is a tool or tool, while literature review is a process or activities in research. Literature review is a review or discussion of the current published material available on a particular topic. So, in the purpose of literature review is demonstrate your ability to research. It is also showcase your expertise on your chosen topics. So, in the literature review, there are three parts of literature. The first is introduction, the second is body paragraph, and the third is conclusion. So, in the literature review, there are three types of literature. The first is chronological. It's used this type if sequential order of events is important. The second is thematic. It's used these tips to go from general topics they are over to more specific. and the third is methodological. It uses these tips if the methods of research or writers are the most important. So that's all about literature review and
Okay, so now let's talk about how to differentiate the fourth material, the problem and solutions, the argumentative, the discussions, and the literature review. So each of these material has their own purpose and their own structure. So first, let's talk about the problem and solution essay. So this essay is all about finding a problem and suggesting the ways to solve it. For example, if we are writing about air pollution, then we need to explain about the problem, why it is important, and then we need to suggest the best solution for it. It is straightforward because we need to focus on one issue and explain how to fix it. Next, we have the argumentative essay. Here the goal is to take one side of an issue, whether it is pro or contra, and we need to support it with evidence or facts. This essay is all about persuade our readers to agree with our opinion. Then there is the discussion essay, which is a bit different with argumentative. Instead of taking one side, we need to talk about both sides of the issue, that is the pros and the contras. And in the end, we might give our opinion, but the main goal is to show both perspectives. And it's also to given to the readers to choose which side they prefer better. And finally, there is the literature review. This one is more academic because it is like summarizing what other researchers have said about a topic. Let's say that we are studying about climate change. Then in our literature review, we will talk about the previous studies, comparing their findings, and highlight what are missing or what are the things that needs more research. And to make it simple, the problem and solution essay is solving an issue. The argumentative essay is take one side, whether it's pros or contrast. Then the discussion essay is explore both sides of pros and cons. And finally, the literature review is summarize the research. So once we understand their purpose, then it will much easier for us to know which type we use later.
Hello everyone, I'm Khairunnisa Azzahra, and here I want to recommend you about idol that we have learned. And have you even felt confused about how to get educational resources from your phone or laptop while studying? So usually we end up scrolling through social media, right? Well, how about using idol for something beneficial? I have some recommendation for apps or platform you can try. And the first one is, of course, YouTube. You're probably familiar with YouTube, right? But remember, don't use it to scroll anything like it's not important. We can create an educational playlist. For example, I often watch channel like English course to learn new concept or topic we don't fully understanding yet. You can also check out student channel sharing productivity tips. And the second one is about website. Website can be used as communication tools. For instance, we use platform like Zoom or Google Meet for meeting or online classes. And then is even social media platform like Twitter or Facebook are actually based on website. And for those of you who would like to learn while relaxing, there's Spotify. There are tons of inspiring or educational podcasts like those about self-development or career tips. They are great to listen to while sipping coffee or taking a walk in the evening. So, And one more tips is we need to manage our time well with all these idle platforms. They can really help us as students for start using idle time smartly. And learning doesn't always have to mean sitting seriously in the front of the book. It can be relaxing also. It can be relaxing too, as long as it's done the right way. Happy trying, everyone!